Aberdeen in recovery.
Aberdeen in recovery.
Aberdeen in recovery.
Aberdeen in recovery. We're here for you. Building that bridge from dependence to independence.
Hi, good afternoon everyone, and welcome along to Recovery on AiR on shmu 99.8 FM. My name's Dermot, and I'm going to be sitting in the captain's chair today. Lindsay is still not with us, but we're sending out all our love and best wishes, and hopefully we'll see her again, and she will be back in the taking the lead position,
driving seat,
yes, in the driver's chair. Very soon. So love and best wishes to you, Lindsay, if you're listening in. And today we have with us, we have Stevie.
Hello.
Joan.
Hi.
And John.
Hello.
And as is our usual process, we'll do a little bit of a check-in and I'll complicate everything and I'll go round about the other way. Don't you drink that coffee, John?
Okay.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, things are all right. Although I did have a bit of a shock this morning, coming out of the house, getting to the car, and it was literally painted in bird droppings.
Oh, no.
Hard not to take that personally. They were on a mission.
You didn't throw any banana out the garden.
I don't know what that was about. Yeah, but anyway, I'll have to deal with that in due course.
A nice start to the morning.
That's right. Yeah.
Good, other than the poopy car. Joan, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. Gosh, it seems ages since I've been here. Gosh, I don't know how long it is, but yeah, I'll try not to speak too much about the weather because I'm sure that everybody is sick to death about talking about the weather at the moment because it's been unprecedented, hot. But yeah, I had a lovely long walk here this morning, and you were talking about birds droppings and whatever, and you yesterday were talking about how many seagulls are around about here, and I couldn't believe, just looking at the pavement, not on your car, but how much was on the pavement outside Credo. So they're everywhere at the moment.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I'm good and ready to go today. Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Good.
And Stevie, how's you?
I'm no bad, damn it. Been busy just plodding away, stuff for the magazines and stuff. I was doing at my mum's on Saturday, catching some of that beautiful sun. Then I've just been chilling, just taking my time and just doing for a minute, just plodding on.
Doing
And positive way though.
Good.
Good. Always good to hear positivity. So, how am I? Well, first of all, I'm glad that cows don't fly.
Right.
God's sake.
I can picture it now.
Oh, yes. Well, that is a question. I mean, how can a bird dropping be bigger than a bird?
Is that the question you asked yourself this morning, John?
More than once.
More than one.
So before we go down this
Yes.
avenue, and yes, let's rein it back, guys. Yeah, so I'm good. It's been a few weeks since we've done the radio show, but I'm sure everyone appreciates we're a little short-handed, and there's just way too much to do just now and not enough hands. So, but hey ho, we're back again.
You're listening to Recovery on AiR at shmu 99.8 FM. Recovery, a journey of discovery.
Okay, so today we thought we would use today's show to let everyone know that after probably an extended time, we are now in a position to roll out our new timetable. It has been quite a period of time in the making, getting it all pulled together, but we have, and we've got it actioned. So today really is about letting everyone know what is included in that timetable, some of the stuff that we'll be running, and I guess to give everyone a bit of an idea of why we have created, and especially why we've put so much work into the creation of this timetable. And I think we've really got a really good level of experience of AiR members. Every one of us who has participated in that process, that learning process to assist our recovery, to rebuild ourselves, give ourselves some skills, enhance our ability to socialise. And so, Stevie, how have you found the connection with the groups that you've attended in your recovery processes, and how important has that been?
It's been really important. And that was enough a big question you just posed to me there, Derry. I just needed to cane it, the stuff that I've been through before. If I didn't stay connected, I came for that tax me. And it's not a good place. Stevie doesn't want to go back here. So I continue to one foot in front of the other and try and do better than the day before. That's how I can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I've heard you, I can recollect you saying, how boredom can be a killer in its own right.
I by a Sunday, some Sunday afternoons by 3, 4, 5 o'clock, I'm twiddling my thumb. If I've not did anything, if I haven't did anything since Thursday or something, and by Sunday I'm bored, I'm fidgety and agitated.
And was that and before you got into recovery and found the recovery you have today?
Yeah, it could
Is
be.
that a problem?
It could still happen. It still happens, boredom and stuff like that, but nowhere near as fit it was 2 years ago. Because I've kept myself connected, got structure into my day. I have just took things that have been offered to me, tried them, and if I like it, I'll do it. If I'm not too keen in it, then I'll try something else.
Yeah.
So about learning and trying new things.
Yeah. And I guess that's what recovery is all about. It's that continued ability or willingness to learn, to be teachable.
Because we've me personally, because I've took drugs for a long, more than 30 years, which is quite scary actually. I felt like I'm just finding new stuff now that I thought I used to like. I like it. I didn't even like it. Or the other way around, I didn't like something, now I do like it.
Yeah.
So you try and take positives, even out a negative. You try and take positive out of it.
I think that's the thing. It's just having an open mind and just a willingness to try something new.
Yeah.
You never know. You might like it. Like on Wednesday now. Is it Wednesday we've got the mindfulness? Thursday, sorry. There's so many things in this timetable that I forget what's on which day. There is. So Thursday. I think because of Wednesday, I do a Wednesday session of mindfulness at 8 o'clock in the morning to get me started for the day. But it's the same person. Now I can never say which mindfulness session it is. But it's the group which is based out in West Hill, and he comes here on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So you're doing that kind of mindfulness course.
Yeah.
And that's something which, I mean, you would never have thought of doing that before.
No.
Well, maybe.
I got a taster of it in rehab.
Okay.
And kind of thought, that's not bad actually. Acupuncture. Massaging and Reiki and oils and stuff. I used to take every opportunity to get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. The acupuncture pins would just ping out your ears.
I've done that before. Yeah.
Just ping out your ears, but I just like you said, John, it's learning and it's mindful meditations.
Yeah.
I putting it into my daily life.
Yeah, that's it.
Or trying to put it into my day-to-day, because it doesn't just come like that because you've did a few sessions.
It's different. It's doing something different. And it takes me a bit of time just to get into the rhythm of it. And so
I do try and take myself 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, and when I go home, I'll pat myself 5-10 minutes. No TV, no noise or nothing. Just
Yeah.
just quiet time for a
Is
little
that kind of what I call bookending? You start your day like that.
Yeah, okay.
And
okay.
then, so that's
Is
the,
that
that's the
possible?
opening of the book.
Yeah.
And the rest of the book is during
So
the
it's
day.
got-
And then at the end of the day, the book ending is you just sort of reflect on how your day's been.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to start and end the day. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And these are all additional tools we can
Mm.
add to our toolbox once we've been introduced to them, and we've got an opportunity to learn and get benefit from them, because we're probably very much more likely to engage with something if we sense benefit.
Mm.
And so as Stevie's described, that ability to just relax and switch off and, you know, calm ourselves down, that's an amazing tool. And especially if we use it during different times in a day. So on that fact, every Thursday, over the last few weeks, the Varaprunya meditation
God, you
center
said that.
out at West Hills. David has been coming along and delivering us mindfulness-based meditation practice.
Mhm.
And we'll be starting that. Well, David will be starting again this week. He had a couple of weeks break. So it's this week. The mindfulness sessions, they are being held on Thursday mornings. At what time, Stevie?
10:30. No, 10 o'clock, sorry. 10 o'clock. I'm saying 10:30. 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock to start. So, and that's like everything else that we'll may describe today, that will all be down at our operations base now, at the Credo Centre. We've now got use of some of the conference rooms downstairs on the first floor. We've also got use of some of the counselling rooms where we can do some one-to-one support. So yeah, there's one little slot that we've got to tell you about, the access to the mindfulness and introduction to meditation. I embraced it. I have embraced it now for an extended period of time, but I know in a past life I would have just poo-pooed this stuff. Just of absolutely, that's for hairy
Hippies.
people, hairy people that grab trees and make daisy chains and wrap them in their hair. That's where mindfulness and meditation. But I have learned that that's not the case, and there's benefits. Me and my ignorance, I would deny the evidence that you can see in thousands and millions of people who adopt this as a daily practice and say there's benefit. But no, because I know best. That's just a lot of gobbledygook. But not today. It's certainly part of my toolkit.
And there is a lot of evidence behind it now.
Absolutely.
A lot
Absolutely.
of research.
Absolutely. So boredom, we sort of started speaking about boredom and got lost down a rabbit hole there. Boredom, we know there's academic evidence, there's research been done a multitude of times that boredom in a day will lead an individual looking to find something to change the way they feel. So we know as an organisation that giving opportunities for individuals on a recovery journey to fill their days with some learning or group activity or just some fun is a very, very important thing that we try and provide with our timetable.
You're listening to Recovery on Air at shmu 99.8 FM. Recovery, a journey of discovery.
So, getting back to our content and our timetable and our sort of daily schedule of things, we have, which was up and running previously, was a men's group and a women's group, and these were deliberately set up to give people, individuals, the opportunity for men to discuss topics relevant to males, which may not be openly discussed in a mixed meeting, and also just to get that opportunity, firstly, to find and realise that it's okay for guys to talk about this stuff. stuff that may be emotionally painful,
Yeah.
mentally painful, discuss some physical topics, things that can happen on a physical basis that a little bit we feel a little bit awkward about, and equally the same opportunities for women to do the same. We are birthed on the same planet, but I think we do come from separate planets. Now we're all having a giggle attack here. Sorry, folks. So we need these different opportunities. So, sorry guys, we had to take a little break there with a bit of a giggle attack. But we're okay now, and we're not going to lose it. We're going to be very professional. So we were speaking about the opportunities for individuals, men and women, to have that safe zone to speak and discuss topics that we may not be so comfortable. So we're running these on what we're calling hybrid. So that's opportunities to do face-to-face, as well as you can join these meetings with online. So there's face-to-face opportunities down in the rooms at Credo, and there's Zoom access to all these meetings as well. So look out for the details of that. We will be circulating timetables out to all the members. There's a mail shot going out the end of this week, so they'll be landing on your front mat, hopefully within the next 10 days or so. But also keep a look on our social media and on our website. Along that same sort of lines, a group that has recently formed and has grown massively. I think they've just recently opened up their 56th meeting venue in Britain. It's an organisation called Andy's Man's Club. Very quickly, you may remember we had Alec from Andy's Man's Club maybe a month or 6 weeks ago, came along and let us know about Andy's Man's Club. And again, that's an opportunity for men to meet and discuss especially about mental health issues, about anxiety, depression, etc., and everything else, the whole gambit, but creating that safe environment for people to get a little bit more comfortable with opening up about subjects that for many, many, many years have been a little bit taboo. That's all on Monday. The medication recovery and me, Stephen, you attend that. That's on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah. That's at 10:30 till 11-ish.
Yeah.
Can run on a little bit. I would say, well, yeah, right. I'm not gonna go through it. I did Dart, and then I knew about Timber Market. Then I knew about Elam, so then that's how I knew about ORT. Then I started, and that's where you sit in a group and I discussed my reducing on my medication, how I feel, and you get support in a group. You get support and guidance and other people that are maybe further on in their recovery journey. You'll get their experience of their recovery, what they did and stuff.
So again, it's a peer support. Isn't it?
Yeah, and it's quite it's a really good, important group for me personally. Again, I absolutely really like Gauntlet, because it's about reducing on your recovery journey. You're talking about issues that I'm dealing with.
So it's for people on any kind of medication
Yeah.
that supports their recovery and maybe wanting to, if it's relevant, come off that medication and be independent from it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say to somebody, do that. I could only say, this is what I've done.
So the whole aspect, it ties in with what AiR tries to do. It's a range of options. And a lot of the things that we do avail is offering all the different options that people who have engaged in a recovery process have utilised to their advantage. And medication recovery and me, which is now replaces what was called opiate replacement therapy, ORT and me. It's about for those who may wish to, and while being supported by the prescriber, They may look to reduce the medication that they may be prescribed, always under the instruction and support of a medical professional. Possibly with a view from changing the medication, that if someone is on a methadone script and looking to go on a Suboxone to transfer them on the buprenorphine and Suboxone, they would have to reduce on the process. So there's the Medication Recovery Me is a support group run by people who have made that decision and who have successfully reduced their medication to change onto an alternate or to come off medication, supported medication altogether. There's a support group being offered, and that's running on a Tuesday morning from 10:30 through to 12. As Stevie said, if it finishes, sometimes finishes a little bit earlier, but that's just if everyone who is there has had an opportunity to have a chat. Our media group, the Tuesday afternoon, that's where we do our recordings.
Here we are.
Here we are doing our recording.
Yeah, but we haven't actually said this is Tuesday.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Recorded,
we always
recorded in
do remind you of
advance.
that, yeah.
Yes.
Recording in advance.
Yeah.
And that's a running program that won't change very much. Part of Tuesdays and Thursday mornings is we will have a rolling program of what we're calling recovery school tools. Recovery schooling or recovery school. And there's a range of different topics, support opportunities, some fun stuff we'll put in, but again, all stuff that's introduction of tools. What have we got? Wednesday mornings, we've allocated the whole of a Wednesday morning between 9 and 1 p.m. To family support, providing at this point a family support meeting, a craft. We'll offer craft training, community reinforcement, and family training. That's a process that we'll introduce to those who would like to learn a little bit more about it. We will use we will introduce what we call an action learning group along the craft utilisation of craft tools. And there will be a meeting and an opportunity for family members to meet with others and discuss some of the issues that can impact on family members as they may be trying to support their loved ones into recovery and or support each other, which is very, very important. So that's a whole of a Wednesday morning we're allocating to that. And we do hope that family members will come along and share their ideas of what it is that they would like or see as good support. ADA they've just finished a session of the self-coaching, which is part of the DART program. So last week was week 6 in that session, and I do know there's plans to roll out another session, another course. And I think it's 2 weeks. They'll be getting referrals collected and numbers set up to run a second course. And they also run their adapt, their adapt meeting that runs at between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. All these details, again, as I said earlier on, check our social media pages and our website, and look out for these timetables, which will be coming through the door. Thursday morning, just now, as part of that recovery tool schooling, there's the Valkyria meditation mindfulness course that's running. That will be running for the next 4 weeks on a Thursday morning. The afternoon, and a shout out to anyone who's any interest in getting involved in media and promoting making best use of the social platforms that are available through our radio show and through our Recovery Matters magazines, but also in new projects. We're really looking to develop an arm of podcasting. We'd love to do a recovery focused podcast. We'd also like to, in association with our partners up at Shmu, we will be looking at developing some of the skills that we've already achieved ourselves in recorded short films. The editing of that will rely on shmu for a period of time, but hopefully some of the guys here and anyone else who would like to get involved can undergo some training so that we can do that editing process ourselves in time. But all this is so that we can provide stuff for social media, for going out on our YouTube channel, and give opportunities for anyone who wishes to share their story and promote recovery and change is possible. Part of our plans for a Friday is we will, on a rolling process, a rolling timetable, hopefully introduce again topics that tie in the recovery school, and the first program of recovery focused learning will be the delivery of the peer-to-peer program that was created by the Scottish Recovery Network, which is a commissioned organisation to support and promote mental health awareness and support for people who are dealing with the issues that come with mental health. And Joan will be running that first course, and she's been beavering away.
I have the last couple of weeks just get myself more familiar with this particular course. It's really, really exciting. I think it complements what we do elsewhere really, really well, because we've got the drug and alcohol recovery training. We've spoke a lot about that and all the tools that are involved in that. And it's about increasing your self-awareness around recovery, specifically drug and alcohol related recovery or addiction, you know, but this is more focused. I mean, we're all in recovery from something. But this has got a kind of more mental health focused recovery. And it's very much peers supporting peers, which is why it's called peer-to-peer mentor course. And it's looking at your recovery journey. It's about your strength. It's about resilience. And over a period of probably 6 weeks, we're looking at a kind of 6-week course, which is quite similar to the DART course. So each session will be different and will build upon that previous session. And it is really building up your confidence, building up your self-esteem and learning from each other. So it's all about learning. And we like our acronyms, I must admit. So we've got another one which is for peer-to-peer, and the focus of that is called CHIME, CHIME, and it's something you've spoken about, Stevie. It's all about connectedness.
Yeah, good.
Connecting with each other is the first part of
it's
that.
so important, because I thought that I was doing the right thing, John, talking myself out of the situation I was in, but what I actually did was isolated myself away from the world, and it made my mental health just so bad.
And that's common across whatever you're recovering from. And so the second one is all about hope, and again that's in all of our recovery. So it's really believing in your recovery, believing in it's about motivation to change, and we've looked at that before in DART, recovery training. And then it's about having a positive identity, building up your self-esteem. And you've always spoken as well, Stevie, about having some kind of meaning, some things to do each day, activity, meaning in life.
And not just, I need to go to the shop for kind of stuff. That's just,
it's practical.
And it's about having a purpose, feeling valued. And then the last one, which is so important, is just empowerment. And this course is all about empowerment. So we really are looking forward to delivering that. And as I said, it will complement the other things. And it's the first one that we'll do for our Friday kind of training days.
Is it a whole day, Joe?
No, it won't be a whole day. It'll be sort of 2.5 hour sessions with a bit of a break, because I think a whole day, it's long.
Too much.
I think it's too much. So we're looking at probably about 2.5 hours with a bit of a break. And just reflect on what you did the week before and just build it up. So that's the first one. And then there'll be lots more coming after that, Steps to Excellence with the Scottish Recovery Consortium, looking at their portfolio. So building up a whole portfolio yourself, really, of kind of Yeah, training.
And all with the ultimate focus of, as Joan said, at the end of the chime, the chime model is empowering. You know, this is about, you know, if we can find ourselves being or feeling quite powerless and hopeless in things, and this whole process and the timetable hopefully is empowering individuals with
Yeah.
skills that they can use to enhance their own abilities, enhance their own opportunities. And also something that's fundamental to the peer-to-peer is you learn lots of good, healthy boundary setting.
Yeah.
You know, that's quite a bit of it involved, especially when it's as a lot of mentorship. But you know, there's some governing suggestions that you put in healthy boundaries into that, and that is very much part of what the peer-to-peer course will deliver.
And that's one of the sessions is focusing on healthy boundaries and knowing how to have those in place.
Yes, yeah. Which is all, again,
It's
it's something that we can forget because we get too reliant on others and people pleasing, and you know, so healthy boundaries is something
and that's
very
for
good.
anybody.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
people
it's really,
in
really
recovery. Boundaries is an important.
for everybody
Yeah.
in every walks of life.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds relevant to virtually anybody. And the situation that so many people are facing now.
General relationships with others.
Yeah.
Healthy relationships.
So all in all, we've sort of bounced about a bit, but you know, there are the other things. There's a drop in on Wednesday afternoon, and we're also the ABA. They are running their daily check-in, which runs Monday right through to Sunday, 9:30 to 10. A little later on the Sunday to
Have a
allow a
lie-in.
little bit of a lie-in on a Sunday. So it runs from 10 to 10 till 10:30. Yeah, so the daily check-in, that's online, 9:30 to 10 every single morning. And in a growing association with our partners and collaboration with Anonymous Fellowships, there is also meetings every single night of the week, also including one on Sunday afternoon, of both Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. There is a meeting of Codependence Anonymous, and I'm actually meeting with a colleague today with the view to set up a Overeaters Anonymous meeting. So these are running mostly in the evenings. So all in all, our timetable fairly comprehensive from 9:30 in the morning till probably 9 o'clock every weekday, and a growing program which is including some stuff over the weekends. We hope that we are fulfilling our part in ensuring that there's options for those who wish to break the monotony, to break the boredom, to break the isolation that often so accompanies addiction. And there are opportunities and choices for everyone to participate. This is about building a community, hopefully a community of learning. And we really do feel we're really quite proud of where we are and what we've achieved today. And that is very much enhanced by the rollout of our timetable, which has been in the planning for quite a time. So that leads us now, time, like always, does start to beat us. Have I covered everything in the programme? I feel I've forgot something.
There's so much more, but I think the key ones, I think you've
Yeah,
covered the
you
key
did.
ones that I can think of.
Yeah, I think a couple of the really important points there were about building community,
Yeah.
and a community of people who have been through it, peers, absolutely, and the opportunity for learning and growth.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's an exciting new program of activities.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got other things in the pipeline. Some of you may have been aware or attended the Grow Free project that was delivered. Oh gosh, it's the best part of a year ago now, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, and the Grow Free project, the trauma awareness gathering, the Fight, Flight, Freeze programme. We will be rolling that before into the winter probably. We have had discussions with the guys who run Hug-a-Drum, which is an amazing. If you've ever been at a parade or the Celebrate Aberdeen parade, and you saw the drummers at the end, and oh gosh, that really gets the blood going, and your feet start tapping. So Hug-a-Drum will be coming along and doing just one-offs, drum circle training, and we'll be avail that for a bit of fun. But we'll also got some hope that the chap that's developed that Hug-a-Drum programme, he has created a drumming for recovery process, which we will be looking to offer as an option. There will be arts and crafts, which we'll be establishing, and opportunities for individuals who have went through the self-coaching to go on to the second stage, which is the recovery coaching. But these are all for later in the year. We'll get dates and times agreed. So we will go now. I'll pass over to John, who will give us some details about where you can get information about our programme, as well as contact numbers for anyone who wishes to speak to someone directly.
Yeah, thanks, Dermot. If you'd like to learn more about Aberdeen and Recovery, who we are and what we do, you'll find the latest, best information on our website, www.aberdeenandrecovery.org. You can follow us on social media. On Twitter and Instagram, we are Republic_AiR, and on Facebook, we are Aberdeen and Recovery. You can catch up with previous episodes of Recovery on Air. That's podcast versions on our YouTube channel. Just head along to YouTube and search on Aberdeen and Recovery, and our channel will pop up. And we would love to hear from you. You can contact us through social media or give us a call on 01224 638 342, or drop us an email on chatterbox@aberdeenandrecovery.org. Lastly, if anyone out there is in need of more urgent advice, please contact Alcohol and Drugs Action Helpline. It's a free phone number, 0333 344 8355. And that number again is 0333 344 8355.
The flame in our name
is to shine a light onto the pathways of recovery,
which will build a bridge from dependence to independence
for the individual caught in the shadows of addiction
and looking for a way out.